Aquarius.
Hello Aquarius, this is your forecast for September 2014, and this month here you are really focusing on your career. You started up here in August, something new must have come in, at least your drive and your ambition and your energy might have been more up to spiff here and focused here in August, but you will have it here for the first 2 weeks of September as well. Alright, now also this Mars here connected with Saturn in this area. That's your goal, your dedication, and also how you karmically now are putting things together. You've had it here now for this whole last year, and Saturn has been retrograde, so it's been giving you a few challenges, hasn't it? But now that Mars has met up with, touched upon Saturn, I think that now is starting to set it into this new era. Mars only goes through your career house once every other year. So this is the time that you will see how all those data chips now coming together for you on your own onboard by your computer, moving forward and getting things all aligned here. So you will have until the 14th of September to get it all together best you can, and then it's going to leave you until 2016. So the focus of Mars the last couple of weeks there in September will all be about how can you now take what it is you've put together, giving grounding to, and focus it out towards a group of people. So here you will see that organizations and other groups, maybe it's the internet, or it could be groups of friends coming in where you are now going to be targeting and using your energy upon. So that should be a great time. It's also a fun time. The 11th house is also ruled by Uranus, so that's your original way of thinking. So pay attention to who you talk to within these groups. You might just, come up with some brilliant ideas, thinking outside of the box through some conversations coming up. So that might be nice, especially that last part of the month. Then we also have your main focus here is going to be on finances this month. You have the Sun, the new moon, and Mercury in the 8th house. And we're not just talking about your day-to-day income or financial situation. This is more how you can either bring more attention to, say, consolidate maybe a couple of loans. How can you increase your income as far as royalties, commissions? Maybe there's going to be some focus for some of you talking with banks, or could be insurance companies, anything of that nature here where you can really streamline this and do so before the 3rd if you have been procrastinating there in August. Mercury has been working there with you in August, and also the Sun for a little bit over a week there also in August. So until the 3rd is the best time for you to get things done, straighten out if you need to have those things done. Now the new moon in this area, it is in the sign of Virgo, and Virgo's Mercury, it rules our way of thinking, the way we organize our thoughts. And since it's the area of money, you might just find your mind ticking away at how you can, like I said, come up with new ideas of restructuring your financial situation. Consolidation, great time for it. If you need to apply for a loan, this would be it, because it's the bank, the institution's money, not necessarily your own, right? So that should be good. The new moon there, and that will be here on the 23rd. Now we got the full moon on the 9th here in your income, your personal income sector. So that's going to be illuminated there September 9th. Now it has just then passed through, or should I say over Neptune. So you might pay attention, they're on the 7th, the 8th, just how things are really starting to feel before that full moon might give you an indicator here. Neptune rules hopes and dreams, which is in your income sector. So then we also have here for you Venus. Let's talk about Venus and Jupiter. Venus is love and romance. It's in that 7th house. That is your significant other, your spouse. If you're single, it might mean that you might have a great time right now. That's favorable for you to meet somebody new. So you want to pay attention to that, and especially until the 6th. So you will have it until September 6th. So that means if you're listening early to this forecast in August, Venus is passing through this area. So you want to use this. It's going to be a whole full year before Venus is coming back to this area. So it's a great time to catch up with that love and passion. Venus is in Leo. It's all about the heart. It's all about that true love, right? Now, after the 6th, Venus is moving into that 8th house of money, the financial, institutional type of money. So you will see how that's going to be working for you, because it's going to be meeting up there with the Sun, the New Moon, and Mercury there. And then Jupiter is also in this area here of the 7th house, which you will be having here now, Aquarius, until that of next summer, late next summer. So you will have a whole year to see how Jupiter is going to be expanding this area, bringing in a whole lot more of joviality and just happy, generous feelings. Remember, it's in Leo, it's about the heart. So you might just find that you might become more generous towards your partner, or also the same coming back to you from your partner. So then we have here also Mercury will be until the 3rd in this 8th house, but then moving into the 9th house. It's going to remain there for a month, which means that your mindset, the way you communicate and think, it's going to go towards higher education or research. And this research is setting you up. It's like you're already starting now to figure out where you're wanting to go, where you're a little bit more long-term thinking about career, because after this phase, that's where Mercury is going to go, all right? So that will be there in October. So September, it's going to be more about aligning yourself, figuring out, listening to or reading up on or studying, or even taking an exam that can allow you to be more so grounded and prepared once we get into next month of October. All right, so that's where your mind is going to be working and ticking away. Now, on the 9th, we have the same Mercury. It's squaring up with Pluto. So there might feel like there's a little pressure on you to bring up something you've been thinking about. And I would say don't fear it. You want to embrace it. Why? Because then you could actually bring this up and out, you know, air it. And you're going to have good support with this Mercury because Jupiter is there angling in on a 6th house. So some partner or somebody you work with closely one-on-one, which could be an agent or somebody there that will actually back you in working upon changing this. I feel it's more perhaps an opinion or situation around. On the 10th, Venus and Neptune will be looking at your money situation. Venus at that point here is in your 8th house. So if you're having any talks with a bank on this day, well, Neptune there is opposing it. So don't get your hopes up too much. Neptune can create an illusion, but Neptune also rules the ocean. And if you think about money in the ocean, try to hold water in your hand, what happens? You'll see it here, but then it's going to drain through. It won't last. So something could be a little short-lived. So you don't want to make any investments on this day just because you don't want to see the money go straight down the drain. Hang in there a little bit. You'll have better profits from it. On the 11th, though, you're feeling pretty good when you're looking at what you have achieved thus far, okay, in August and September. You're getting the sense of that you have captured those things that were needed to be worked over. You've taken that sense of self and mastery to the degree where it needs to be, and also something in your career here. I feel on the 11th to 13th would sit with you. All right. On the 13th, there might be an unexpected situation. Could be a news, a text that you could be receiving. It's that 3rd house, okay, of communication. So Well, whatever that is, there is an opposition, so you might have to make a choice on the 13th. If you're not too comfortable with it, hang in there. You will know a little bit later. Even just waiting one more day will help you, because Venus is locking in to Pluto with a beautiful trine. That's love, it's passion, it's also money, and then we're talking like big money, because Pluto is huge when it comes to it. But it's that sense of conviction, all right, where Venus, that inner gut feeling, is going to make you feel secure and confident. So if you're feeling a little insecure on the 13th, wait at least to the 14th. Things will kick in, and already by the 21st, you will get some feedback or insight to see that the decision that you made is coming together and it's gelling exactly how you would like it to be, because that is Venus and Saturn, and they're interlocking here. So I'm feeling you're in a good place here, Aquarius, by the 21st. So don't jump though, because here on the 22nd, as we're ending up the month, Mars is hasty. Mars is action. Mars isn't patient, right? And now Mars is in that 11th house, hopes and dreams, and it's out there with the groups of people. Maybe you have connected with somebody there for whatever reason you're working on, and something might sound alluringly good, okay, Neptune, but it's in your 2nd house for money and income. So if somebody's promising you something here, say you're working on a contract, well, as good as it may sound, I wouldn't sign yet. It's not Mercury involved here, but Mars wants to take that leap and say, wow, this sounds good, okay. But I would wait just a little bit. Now you just had your hunch here those days prior, right, securing something. But then here, Mars, we should need to get it a little bit out of that square before we can really see if we can trust it, or if it was just all big words and fluff. Neptune can do that. Neptune can fluff. But on the other hand, Neptune is your dream. It's your vision. And you want to trust your dream and vision, but we want them to align with good planets so that we can see a follow-up and follow through, right? So all our planets are moving directly, our personal planets, from Mercury out to Saturn. So we're on the forward march. It's been difficult earlier in the year. We still have the outer planets retrograde, and I've got questions about that. And the retrogrades of the outer planets, we don't notice them in the same way, because they work more on the subconscious level. Okay, they're not right in our face. So, but as long as the personal day-to-day planets are direct, this is what you should now really start feeling already there in August. Once Saturn went direct on us there end of July, August should start shaping up, giving you a little body and form. But here September, now it's really picking up the speed, so you can see that things are starting to move. So, hey, listen, Aquarius, I hope you'll have a beautiful month. You want to go listen to your moon and rising sign. Listen to them both, too. I get questions, should I listen to my moon? Should I listen to my rising? Or should I just listen to my sun? Now, all of them pertains to you, all right? So I can only say, if you have the time, listen to them. And then, of course, if you're listening early here on the August end of the September forecast, as always, come back again in September, re-listen so you can get more of those details. So I'll see you next month there, Aquarius. Have a good one. Bye now.